Hello and welcome to the Leadsheet app for iPad. My name is Daniel, I created this app, and today I wanted to show you the very basics of how to use it. If you are watching this video, you probably know what it is about. It's of course an app for managing your musical sheets and organizing them in set lists for your musical performances. So let's dive right in. Shwoop! When you open the app, you will land on the home screen. When you first open the app, you will have a totally blank screen. But that's okay, because you haven't downloaded anything yet. The app is divided into two main sections. The left section is the sheet section, where you manage all your sheets and download new sheets. And on the right section, you have your set lists. So how do I download or import files? On the bottom left, you have two tabs. The Sheets tab, where I currently am, that's basically your archive where you have all your files, and the download section. I will click on Downloads now. And then you are presented with three options to download files. You can download from Dropbox, from Google Drive, or from your local files from your iPad. I will show you how to download files from your Dropbox. Don't worry, the other ways are totally similar. I just click on Dropbox, and then I'm presented with my Dropbox file tree. If you first do that, you will be presented with a login screen because you have to log into your Dropbox. And you also have to have installed your Dropbox app on your iPad. So when I'm in my Dropbox, I'm presented with my Dropbox file tree. I can go to Music Sheets, which is the directory where I have all my sheets stored. And then I go to, let's say, Rustatronics, which is a really cool band, by the way. You should check them out. And then I will download some files. Let's say I want to download those three files. 1, 2, 3. I just click on them and it will tick them, it will mark them. And then I can click on the download symbol on the top. It will say files are downloaded, and it will also prompt when the downloading is done. If I now go back to my Sheets section on the bottom left, I am back at my archive. Here you should see your files you just have downloaded. In my case, I named them 1, 2, 3, so they are on the top. And now I can open those downloaded files and view them. And by the way, you can only download PDF files, because that's the most common format and it's the easiest way to edit the files directly and to store them with your edits. But we will get to that later. So, the next step is to create set lists. On the right hand side of the app, you have your set lists. When first opening your app, the screen is again blank. So what can I do? I just click on the plus sign which says Create Set List, and it will prompt a window. Here I can type in the name for my set list. For example, my first gig, and I confirm that, and it created my set list. And now I can click on the set list and I'm in this set list. Of course, the set list is now empty because I haven't imported any files or sheets. So how can I do that? Again, I click on my set list, and then let's say I want to import those files we just downloaded to this set list. On the Sheets section, I can just drag one of those files and drop them in the set list, and they are there. I can also drag multiple files into set list by saying Edit on the top, then click on multiple files and drag them and drop them into the set list. I say Done when I'm done with importing my files. So in the setlist view, you of course can change your order afterwards by saying Edit and dragging your files around. And of course, you can open your sheets. When you open your first sheet, you can turn pages or go to the next sheet by clicking on the right section of the screen or the left section on the screen. For example, when I click on the right, it will first turn the page. If I click again, it will go to the next sheet. And if I click on the left side of the screen, it will go back to the previous sheet. For importing sheets, there is another very fast way I want to show you now. So let me delete those files we just imported into the setlist again. But don't worry, now I just deleted those files from the setlist. They are still in our archive view on the left. But now I also want to delete them from the archive view. I say edit, select those files, and I say delete. I confirm that. And now they are really deleted from the app. And what you can do is you can go back to the downloads. I have still opened my directory in my Dropbox folder. I can select those 3 files I want to download again. And what I can do now is I can drag them directly into my setlist. So what it will do, it will download the files and also import them in your setlist right away. If you go to your setlist overview, and on the left side I go back to my archive by clicking on Sheets, I can drag any sheet I want and add them to any setlist I want. I also can do that with multiple files again, click on Edit, select multiple files, and drag and drop them to any setlist. You don't have to drag and drop. When you select some files, the plus signs will pop up on the setlists, and by clicking on one of those plus signs, it will add those selected files to the setlist. When I open one of the files, I have a few things I can still do. If you click in the middle of the screen anywhere, it will open a context menu on the top. What I can do now is I can make edits, for example. By clicking on the pen on the top, it will open a utility bar on the left side of the screen. When I click on the pen symbol, I can just start drawing anywhere on my file. If I'm not happy with these edits, I can just click on the undo arrow and it will undo my changes. Or if I just drew something, I can also click on the eraser and erase it. And of course, you can zoom in by pinching. And let's say I want to make an edit here. I want to say this song is in 90 BPM. So when I'm, for example, the drummer, I know what's the speed of the song. But what you also can do, so you know the BPM, is you can click again in the middle of the screen, click on the metronome symbol on the top right, and here I have a metronome and I can say this song is in, for example, 120 BPM. I click on start and it will start blinking in 120 BPM. When I click again in the middle of the screen anywhere, it will close the context menu, but the metronome is still there. If I want to close the metronome, I again click in the middle of the screen, click on the metronome symbol on the top right corner, and it will hide. Those changes I made are of course saved. If I close the file and open it again, the changes are still there. If I have the file multiple times in my setlist like I have right now, they are of course in all those files. And in my archive view, if I open the files, the edits are still there. You can also export the file, including your edits, by clicking in the middle of the screen, click on the export button on the top, and there you can choose from a variety of options. Or you can directly print your file. And that's basically it. Those are the basic functionalities of the app, and with this knowledge you are good to go. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for using Leadsheet.